Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to walk you through what I did for backup water supply and how it works. The reason I built this is we have a well that has got a submersible pump in it, and when the power goes out, which happens here a lot, we didn't have any water on standby. I mean, we had stored water and etc. to cook or do things like that with. But this way, I don't lose any water pressure, and I can pressurize the whole house, use it more sparingly, but we will have continuous water flow. And it's kind of hard to get in here, so I got a pointer, so I'm gonna feel like a fool, but it's the only way I can really show you how this works. Um, right here, this line here comes from the well underneath the house, underneath where the water comes into the home. I went in, I tied a line in. This comes directly from the well. It comes up. This is coming directly from the well. So right now it's pressurized all the time. I've got a ball valve here. I've got a check valve here. I've got a T with a valve here, and there's a vent there. Now, right now we have continuous water going into a 100-gallon storage tank right here. It goes in this tank and it keeps it full of fresh water, and it never goes stagnant because the water's flowing all the time. And what it does is it comes out the bottom here. Now when it comes out here, it comes here and it goes right back in, and it goes, if you can see back here, it goes back into the house. Now if the power goes out, what I will do is I will come in here on the incoming valve, and I will shut this valve here off. I will open the vent line here so this tank does not get airlocked. I'll come back down here. I will shut this valve off. I will come here. I will open this valve, which will allow water to come from my tank, gravity, through here into the SureFlow RV 12-volt pump here. Then the water will come from the SureFlow pump, which I'll show you in a minute how I'll hook that up to a 12-volt battery. But it'll then be pumped through. It'll come through another check valve here. I will open this valve, and then it'll be feeding the whole entire home. This pump here, I might put a link in the description, or you can look it up for yourself right there. It's called a Pentair SureFlow. Does 11.3 liters per minute. It's got an internal check valve that cuts on and off at 55 psi. So power goes out. I do those steps with the valves. I come out here, and that little jump box you've seen me in another video I had, I'll just set it out here with my little solar panel to keep it charged up, and I'll hook my positive up and my negative up, energize the pump here, and then as we need water in the house, it'll drain down gravity through this tank here, and it'll be pumped into the house. And I know a lot of you are saying 100 gallons of water, what do we do when that runs out? Okay, instead of having a generator running continuously over at my well for us to have water, what I do is when this tank here runs out, all I have to do is come back in here, shut my valves back down, and energize the well with my generator. I've got a plug. Takes me, I think, 14 minutes to fill this 100-gallon tank up, so I'm using 14 minutes worth of fuel, and we repeat the process all over again. If you're asking what this little valve here is, it's just a little hose bib I put out here so I can hook up to it and use outside. It does not have to be there. And you're not going to get sediment in your tank because your water is coming out of your tank every day that you're using it, so you're flushing your system constantly. This is a stainless steel tank. I didn't buy it. It was given to me. It was a old water heater that had never been used, and it had sat out at the warehouse, and the plastic had gone bad on the outside and they couldn't sell it. So one of my suppliers asked me if I wanted it, would I haul it off. I told him yeah, I would take it. So that's what I put to good use. These wires here, I just made a connection here. It comes with the two short little wires here and here. That's what it comes with. I had to put the hoses on. When you get the pump, all you're going to get is this pump. You will not get the hoses or the adapters. So that you're going to have to invest in. I mounted it on a piece of treated wood that's off the floor about 2 inches, and that's just to keep it, if it should flood in here, what have you. But at least that way, when the power goes out, I've tested this system. I can have water back onto the home with an interruption of about 8 minutes. And that was me kind of, taking my time with it. The biggest thing is, hooking the battery and the little solar panel up to the battery out here so it can stay charged. I just set it outside and it keeps it topped off. And then when you cut a faucet on inside, the pump recognizes it and you get water. And when that water cuts off and it satisfies the 55 psi pressure rating right there, pump will cut off. So anyway, I just want to tell you what I was doing for some backup water storage. I will eventually make a blueprint of this or a drawing of this and put on my channel so if you want to download it. Any tank would work. Any tank would work in this situation as long as it's sealed, because you're going to have water coming in, pressure, and the tank's going to be pressurized at all times. So you're going to need a tank that's going to be sealed. If you use the IBC tank or something like that, you're going to have to fill it up with a hose from the top, and then you're going to have to let it gravity feed into your pump system. But if you're going to use it where it's just on standby 100% of the time, I like this because I'm never having stagnant water. The water's always flowing through it. Right now, if we use water, it's coming in, it's coming out, it's going right into the house and recycling. The whole thing happens all over again. But like I say, if you have any questions, hit me in the comments. And like I say, I will do a drawing of this, make it more self-explanatory. If somebody wants to try this at your house, especially if you're on a well, it just it makes it a lot easier. That way you're only pulling the generator out. If you're pull a generator out and you run your generator for 15 minutes, fill your big tank back up, and that's 100 gallons. So if you're sparingly using it, you'll cut down on how many times you have to fill it up. And I just got a little shed here. I bought it online, $189, Amazon. I think with the concrete here, I got on a little concrete pad. I think everything probably cost me around $380 with all the piping. The pump, I believe, was $78. I'll have to look back on that, but yeah, it's a real simple system, real easy to use, and that way we always have water, because like I say, the power does go down out here quite a bit, and this way we're not inconvenienced. And I don't cut it on for, if I think the power is going to be out just a couple hours or something. But if the power is going to be out for a day or so, we cut it on. We're not inconvenienced with anything. All right, guys. Well, that's my backup water system. If you have any questions, like I say, put in the comments. I'll answer you. I appreciate it. If you would hit it up, that like, subscribe, share, comment, let me know. Turn that bell notification on so you'll see my next video. All right, guys. I'm Ted. This is the water storage system. Till next time. Hope you're having a great weekend. Take care.